Alright everybody, welcome to the Bunny Protocol. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. Usually, I love playing this game. Well, as you see, lots of people say hello. Honestly, it's quite an enjoyable game. All you do is you drive, go to destinations, do your job. But there's a couple of catches. The physics, they're really realistic. You could easily, let me try show this. Well, this is an open differential. Only one wheel spins if you try to do a donut, which is basically how it usually ends up in reality. Which is what I really like about this game. It really tries to capture the realism. Now, for this, we'll be just doing some taxi runs. Something just, quite close. Not too stressful, something to just sit back, relax, and just put this on, I don't know. Just on your bed while you fall asleep. Well, whatever people do, honestly. Here's the thing, this game is a little bit too realistic, which I don't like. So, if you break a couple of laws, the police will stop you and you'll get fined, which kinda sucks, genuinely. It happened to me a few times, and the police, they're like real people. Basically, every job that you see here is done by a real person. Which is quite cool. Now I'm sitting in an Irish taxi livery. You see the taxi, Jeju taxi. This is what usually people, well, not people, but usually the company in Ireland, the taxis usually have. Seems like somebody's trying to hitch up a car that's upside down. So, yeah, honestly, fun little game. Nothing too stressful to worry about. I tried to get this livery really bang on with the Irish taxi ones. Some people notice it real quick, which I find it funny, honestly. So let's just wait for this guy to fly past me, because he seems to be in a rush. Okay, he's not going here.
Thank you.
So, okay, this one's a rush job. I should have picked him up in a different way to make it better for myself. Hopefully there's no cops here, because if there's cops, then I will have to stop and get fined. And it's gonna be a little bit awkward, as I don't even know the speed limit. It's 70. I really hate how they don't show the speed limit. It usually just shows once you break it, which kind of sucks. It's not like I follow the speed limit even in reality, but it's a bit of a hindrance. Seems like there's another job that I've managed to find. I'll usually just do the short hauls ones. I find it interesting. Well, not interesting, but quite funny. I usually have a good reputation with mommies. I got a call from this recruiter, and she was saying, hey, I don't really understand, what is your degree, what is this? And apparently my degree, it isn't a mix of electricians, electrical engineering or mechanical engineering. It's a mixture of both, 50 to 20 or 50-50, who knows, I don't even know myself anymore. And she was saying, you do understand, where I should be shoving you in, should I be shoving you into the mechanical side of things? Should I be trying to sell you into the electrical side? What do you want to do? Can you see yourself in the future as a mechanical engineer? Or is this what you want? Because here's the thing. Now this one is comfort, so I have to just for my sake, I'm just better off just to rotate. Well, not rotate, just do a U-turn instead of a U-turn, just a circle. Honestly. And yeah, let's go.
Thank you very much.
So here's the thing. I don't even know myself. I had to research my own degree because I don't even know what the hell it is. Like, can you believe this? And this woman, here's the thing. I don't even know what job it. I don't even know what job it is. All I knew was like HVAC and data center. Honestly, the only thing, she called me right when I was sleeping. So I didn't even know what, like all the data center stuff. It was way out of my head. Like I just forgot. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. When she was talking, I thought that was police for a second. This was a Porsche parked. Porsche and 2 Mercedes Unimogs. And here's the thing. She told me, like, I'm not here to spoon feed you. You need to research what our job is, so that you know, like, so you basically know. And what I find funny is, like, she told me to research the job. She didn't even kick me out. She had, like, literally all the allowance just to kick me out for not even knowing what the hell I'm doing. And here's the thing, she didn't, which is quite sweet of her, honestly. And yeah, so she told me research her job and call me back. So yeah, that's what I did. We turned off the call. I went on a gooning sesh for like 1 hour because you need to look like you're working. Like you can't just call immediately. Like that is just weird. It just shows as if you didn't do any work on it. So of course you do a little bit of research, go on a gooning sesh, do a little extra research, and yeah, what I've learned is data centers, and they install those, how's it called, those cold things, HVAC things. I don't really know what they are, honestly. I just know that they're like cooling the systems type shit, you know what I'm saying? They usually just cool down the processors or... Yo, this actually reminds me of something. I remember there was like a documentary about a couple of, like this couple, they're like old, and they were like saying, hey, this data center, like it's making so much noise. It's like difficult to live, like we can't sleep no more. Like every time we go to sleep, like I just hear a rumbling sound, like a deep, basically a deep sound, which is super annoying. And yeah, remember, I am going to be installing those things and ruining people's life, which people are protesting on, which is quite funny. Not in a funny way, but life way. Shit, yo. Yo, that was just a car with a fire image. So yeah, that's basically it. Anyways, I do a bit of research. I called the woman back and I said, yo, you guys do data centers, you do like HVAC installations? And she was like, yes, that is us, good. And I tell her, like, we do, like, she tells me not to talk about the software because she's not technically inclined. Well, she's not into that technological stuff. So, because every time I tried to talk to her, she was just, please don't talk to me about like SolidWorks, AutoCAD, or Proteus. No, yeah, Proteus. So I was like, okay, here's the thing. We did this, well, our thing just aligns to this engineering, and yeah, call it a day. And she was like, okay, perfect. And yeah, that's what we basically did. Yeah, sorry about the cough. I don't know why I have it. And yeah, a little bit of research. I tell her that I want the job. Don't be choosing our job as a second option because your degree is what you've dreamt of. Well, joke's on you. I tried to do this aeroplane shebang and it went down the grave harder than a dad leaving his daughter for the milk, bro. No cap. It's so annoying. Like, I genuinely was so depressed. Like, how can you do a college? How can you just do college and just not get accepted onto the thing that you study? It's like the most biggest FU in the world. Like, no cap, it's actually quite depressing. Let's try to get some drifts into this. Oh shit, no. Okay. Looks like I looked a bit too incompetent for a second. We've just hit the 12-minute mark. Here's the thing, you can also like do these. Well, it's quite difficult with a car that isn't really made for this.
Thank you.
Alright, let's look for another job. Comfort. Well, I'm not going for that one. What's this? Ah, come on, I'm not driving back, bro. How about this one? No. Comfort urgent. 2.6. Alright, let's go that way. I'm gonna take the gravel road for this one. Yeah, let's go. And those are my skid marks. So yeah, that's basically what my life in a way. Don't be choosing our option because as a second choice. After like coming back, I was curious, like, do they have my email and everything? So I went back to my business email and rechecked everything. And as it happens, they did. And here's the joke. When I was like sending my stuff to LinkedIn, well, not LinkedIn, to my, well, giving my CV basically, I always, well, whenever they asked is to like make a, so there's a CV and there's like this letter saying, why do you want to join our company so much? Why do you want to do it? And I was just like, yo, ChatGPT, just generate, here's the job portfolio, just generate me some random slop and I'll just fix it up, make it look like a little bit non-AI, even though it's still AI. Just help me make some slop so I don't have to make it. And yeah, it generates me some work. And I just send it to them. Like, why do I need to always be making something so personal, something so different to all these companies that requires my brain power just to get rejected? If I can easily just use AI to make my life so damn easier that like you still get accepted. You're like less stress and yet you still get accepted. You understand what I'm saying? So like there's less stress on the table. There's less things to lose. And yeah, now about the thing about calling her a mommy, I just found it quite funny because she told me to like call her back right when I don't know anything, which is super funny. Okay, yeah, here's the thing, like it's super easy to lose, and yeah, the car is just destroyed. So now we have to go to the mechanic. So don't do what I did, because this car is like set up to be understeered by default. Like I have some really bad tires in front and some pretty good tires in the rear. I don't know why it does this though. It should be doing the opposite, giving more understeer instead of oversteer. Anyways, we're here back in our destination. We'll be doing one more taxi run, and yeah, I guess we'll call it a day for that. So yeah, here's another case about a mom which I had stumbled across and nearly got arrested by a cop for doing a bad thing. Here's the thing, I was like driving a little too fast, overtaking a couple of cars, and she stopped me, and we just, instead of running away, of course you have to stop, because let's be honest, there's more things on the table if you run away. You can easily kill yourself. Well, it's not really, killing yourself isn't the problem, it's usually like you can easily ruin someone's life. But what I find funny, well, not funny or interesting, is just, it was a small chat. She background checked me and said, you know, don't do this again. It's really dangerous. And honestly, I do agree. I'm not going to be describing in full detail since I don't really want people to know. But yeah, long story short, I quickly explained her the rules of the road. Here's the problem with Ireland. You know, a white line, it usually means no overtaking. Now, remember what I just said. White lines mean no overtaking. Now, can you explain to me, why am I not allowed to overtake on a straight? Like literally, the most straightest straight. There's none of these intersections. There's none of nothing, essentially. And they're asking me to not overtake in the world's most safest road. And then if you go to the back roads, you know, super tight, super dangerous. Oh yeah, a dashed line. Do you know how many times I got yelled at for, well, not yelled at, but people be looking at me so bad just for overtaking a car on these normal roads? Like, it's literal bullshit. Like, I don't know, like, RSA, they be designing the roads. I don't even know. Oh shoot, I just forgot this is a comfort mission. I don't know who designs the road, but like, come on, bro. You don't go making the world's most fattest road with a damn dash, not a dash line, a literal line, like double line, bro. You have to at least think about the people who wants to overtake a grandma going 60 in an 80, or you know, screw grandmas. There's like people, when I was like driving home from work, there's a dude going 50 in an 80. Because of people like these, they end up speeding. Like, come on, bro. It's really annoying. And of course, these are the same people that usually report you. They say, oh my god, this guy's dangerous, bro. You need to stop him ASAP. And yeah, that's what happened to me, basically. But of course, honestly, the roads are really bad, the way they set up sometimes. Like, why does a turn have a dash line? So am I supposed to overtake? Nearly killed myself that way. Never doing it again. So stupid. Like, just going by the rules of the road is just, if you're suicidal and stupid, honestly. And in the end, you live in Ireland, not many people even go by the rules anyways. What you think of my livery? Literally just copied the damn imitation of it as like bang on this Ford Crown. Did I just okay. Let's go fast. The road is 120, I think. 110. So yeah, that could be a cup car. Nope. What's going on in here? Oh, just a random repo parked on the shoulder. And yeah, I missed my turn. Not a big deal. Usually that turn takes more time. Alright, let's slow down.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, what happened to my car? So yeah, that's life essentially. You live life, you live life, I guess. Still job hunting, nothing new, nothing interesting. Same life, boredoms. We'll try a little gentler this time so I can at least get 1 point in the comfort. Here's the thing, like when I'm looking for a job, I have zero luck when it comes to women that are younger than me or my age. Like, I don't know why. Like, I tell them, okay, yes, this, that. And they're like, what? No. What? Like, okay, I need to talk to HR. I need to do this. I need to... Here's the thing. I've got a couple of calls from 2 guys in recruiting. I think it was 2 guys. Yeah, it was 2 guys. 2 guys in recruiting. They also gave me, like, not information, but like, they also gave me tips on what I should do, what I should go, and like, and guess what? They're the same age as me. One was literally like me, and the other was older, like a dad or something. And they talk to me like a real human living being. That's what's crazy. So let me just quickly find some job. 50 kilometers, no. 40. Yeah, I'll take this one. So here's the thing. Like, both of them treated me like a damn human being. And saying, okay, I recommend you do this. I recommend you put this in your CV. I recommend you to at least elaborate what it is. Or like, what I recommend you to. Like, I recommend you to go to the mechanical engineering side of things, because that's who you are. And then the women, not just, when I say women, I don't say all of them. I literally say just a couple, like 2. Like 2 girls in my experience. They say, I don't know. Yeah, I need to talk to HR. I need to talk to HR. I need to do something to HR. I have a HR thing. I'm sorry, this is a HR violation. Like, I was driving and I got an email, and I parked, right, to get my mom, and I was reading the email. Hello, is it possible to call you at, like, right now, in the email? And I was like, yeah, sure, like, you can call me anytime you want. I am free anytime, today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, basically forever. Anyways. Anyway, sadly I have to wrap up right now. So thank you for listening. I will be posting a second part. If you enjoyed me taxiing along on the streets of Jeju or the Korean island, put a small comment below. And yeah, I'll continue on with the talk. Sadly, I have to stop this right now.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for listening. This is the Bunny Protocol, and I am out.